Hi, and welcome to Discovering Canvas for Students. My name is Amy, and I work with CU Online. So here's the agenda. Today we're going to talk about login basics, the homepage or dashboard within Canvas, your profile in Canvas, notifications and how you can turn those things on or off, communications, so things like messaging and announcements, and discussion boards, modules, collaboration tools, the mobile app, and then Zoom, and help. So if you forget everything that I say today, don't forget the help part. That's the most important piece. So I'm going to go ahead and hop out of this presentation and just hop right into Canvas. So there's a couple ways that you can get to Canvas. One of those ways is by going to ucdenver.edu. You can see that up here in the search bar. And on the upper right-hand corner, you'll see quick links. If you click there and go over to the center column where it says Tools, the third one down is Canvas. And so that's one way that you can easily get to Canvas. So make sure you bookmark that. Another way to get to Canvas is by typing in ucdenver.instructure.com. And then you could also bookmark that page as well. So however you do it, doesn't matter. Just make sure you have it somewhere that you can easily get to Canvas. So this is my dashboard, and yours might look similar to this. These are course cards for the different courses I'm in. Again, yours might be different colors, things like that. But overall, it should look similar to this. You can change this view. Maybe you don't want your course cards here. Maybe you want to see recent activity in the courses. And of course, you can see things on the right-hand side where it says to-do list, coming up, and recent feedback. Recent feedback is going to show you grades and things like that. But this little cogwheel on the right-hand corner, if I click there, you can change it from card view to recent activity. And here you can see things that are going on within the courses. But I kind of like the course card view, so I'm going to leave that. But I did want to show you where that could be changed. The next thing that we're going to talk about is your profile. So all the way in the left-hand corner, you'll see Account. And yours will probably have a little gray avatar. But I'm going to go ahead and click here, and then you'll see Profile, which is the first option in the menu. And if I click there on Profile, here I can edit it. So I can edit things like my name. Maybe you have a nickname. Maybe your name is Margaret, but you go by Maggie or something. You can change that here. In this case, my name is John Doe. You can change your title. I'm the best student ever, so I'll leave that. That's good. And then you can change your biography. So maybe you want to say things that you major in, things that you're interested in doing outside of school, things like that. And then you can also add links. So maybe you have a personal website or a portfolio. You can add those links here. Anything that you might want people to learn about you, you can add here in your profile. And then in the upper left-hand corner where the picture is, again, yours is probably an avatar. If you click that Edit Pencil button, you can upload a picture of yourself, or you can actually take a picture right here in Canvas. So that's how you can add the picture into your profile. Once you're done, you just hit the Save Profile button, and you're good to go. The next thing we're going to talk about is notifications. So since we're already in Account, notifications is right here on the top. So you might already be receiving emails from Canvas. Canvas will email you about all the different things happening within a course. You have the option to turn these things on or off. So it defaults to whatever your university email address is, but you can change that. Maybe you want to add your Gmail because that's how you like to receive notifications, or you can turn these things off completely. That's totally up to you. So yours might look a little different. I have several email addresses hooked up here, but again, you're probably only going to have one for right now. But what you can do is have Canvas notify you right away, send you a daily summary of things going on in the course, send a weekly summary, or do not send anything at all. So if you don't want it to send anything at all you have to do is click on the X button. But if you decide maybe you want to know if there's any sort of due date change and you want an email about it, you can just hit that check mark button and that will notify you right away. So all you have to do is toggle between these to turn them on or off. The only things that I think are, the most important that I would probably keep on to have it notify you right away are announcements. So maybe there's some sort of course announcement, like your paper has changed, or the due date has changed on a paper, or class has been canceled, or something like that. I would keep those notifications on for the announcements. I would also keep notifications on for grading. Maybe you really want to know what your grades are. To me, that was really important, so I would keep that one on. Another one that I think is really important is conversations, which is messaging. Over here you see inbox. That's going to be your Canvas messaging. Those ones I find really important too, especially if your instructor uses that to notify you about things. Or you have group members who are notifying you about things that way too. I would keep those ones on. But for the rest of them, you can kind of play with those and figure out what works best for you. So that's notifications within Canvas. So along the lines of communication, let's talk about that Canvas messaging. So Canvas messaging is over here where it says inbox. So I'm going to click on that. And here we go. It kind of has a look and feel similar to email, but just to be clear, this is not your university email. This is Canvas messaging. One way to think about Canvas messaging is that it's similar to like Facebook messaging. So it's just for Facebook, or in this case, just for Canvas. If you do have notifications, it will send you an email to your university email address. But if you have it turned off, it's not going to. So again, remember, this is Canvas messaging. So this is just specifically for the courses that you have in Canvas. But how you send messages is by clicking on this little feather up here. It says compose a new message. And here we can select which course we want to email. So maybe I want to email somebody here in this test course. If I click on this little contact book, it's going to compile all the students and teachers within this course. And I can choose who I want to message. Then I can add my email, and then I could say whatever I needed to say. Hello, class was fantastic today. And then I can do things like add attachments. So maybe I have attachments on my computer that I want to add in here, or I could also record or upload some media. So maybe you want to record a video for a comment, something like that. You could do that here too. Once you're ready, you just hit send, and we're good to go. So again, it works really similar to email, but it is Canvas messaging. And then up here where it says inbox, there's a little drop-down menu. You can select just to view the ones that are unread so you don't miss anything, or maybe you need to star some to come back to, or you could look at your sent messages. So all that's kept in here too, similar to email. So that is messaging. So let's go ahead and hop into a course. I'm heading back to the dashboard where my course cards are, but if you don't see one of your courses, it might just be hidden over here on the left-hand corner where it says courses. If you click there, you can view all courses. It's going to give you a list of all the courses you're enrolled in, and then all the courses you've previously been enrolled in, and any groups that you might be in. So again, if you don't see something, it might just be hidden over here in courses. But I'm going to click back on the dashboard, and we're going to go into this course, Webinars and Synchronous Learning. So here I wanted to talk about announcements really quick. Announcements is a tab over here in the left-hand menu, and this menu appears when you hop into a course. So if I click on announcements, this is where your instructor might notify you of different things happening in the course that are pretty important. So let's see, finishing out the semester, this is an announcement from this instructor. It's just telling you what the last assignments are and how to keep in touch, things like that. So you might have announcements similar to this, but they live in this little announcements tab. And if you had a new announcement, it will actually show a little number like you see here for the grades. So anytime you have something new happening in Canvas, it's going to give you a little number to let you know there's something you need to view in that tab. So if there was a new one, you'd see, a little number here. So that's announcements. And let's talk about discussions. So discussions is going to be your discussion boards within Canvas. This tab might be hidden. Some of these tabs might not be in your course, and that's because every course is set up differently by the instructor. So it just kind of depends on what they decide they want to use within Canvas. So if you see something today that might not be in your course, maybe email your instructor and tell them, hey, I know there's this tab in Canvas. I think this would be really helpful. Let's try to use this. But in this case, I'm going to click on discussions. And here are where the discussion boards live. And again, they might not be under discussions, they might be in modules, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But let's go ahead and click on this first discussion. And this is an introduce yourself discussion board. So there's some things you have to do. Put your first name, last name, and then answer all these questions and attach a picture. So I'm just going to kind of scroll down and let you kind of see, what people are doing. Oh, hi classmates. All right. So there's different things on here. But let me go ahead and click reply. This is how you reply to a discussion board. So all I have to do is click here. And when I do that, I get this toolbar. So I can say, hello, my name is John Doe. And then I might use a numbered list to go ahead and answer all those questions. What's your educational background? I don't know. I'm not going to fill all these out. And then you could do things like add bulleted lists. You can add links. You can record or upload a video. You can, insert a YouTube video, things like that. I'm going to go ahead and record a video. And then I can give it a title. All I have to do is accept this once it starts going. So I might say intro. And my name. Oh, we'll say I'm John Doe still. Oh, it's taking a little bit longer to load. Here, let me X out of that. Sometimes if it doesn't load the first time, it's best to try it again. All right. So I'm not sure why this isn't loading, but that's okay. This should load, and this is where you can record a video within Canvas. I love how when I'm showing something and it doesn't work, this never happens. Anyway, or I could also upload a video. So maybe I have some video saved on my computer. I can do that here, or an audio file. Works the same way. And then once I'm done, I can just hit save. It will save that video on here. I'm going to go ahead and click on YouTube and just add a video that way. Let's see, we'll add a cat video. All right. I just click embed and boom, that video is on there. And I hit post reply, and that's how I can reply to a discussion board. So I know I went over that really briefly, but that's how you use discussion boards within Canvas. Another thing I'm going to talk about is modules. So this is typically how a course is set up. You might see it, like if I scroll down here, it'll say week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Yours is probably going to look something similar to that. It might be like unit 1, unit 2. Maybe your instructor decided to name them after whatever that week's topic is. Either way, it should look something similar to this. And then there's some content for you to work through. Each one of these icons means something different. So this top one, this is a content page. This is going to be some sort of information you need to read. Maybe it's a lecture or instructions, things like that. This next one down is going to be a discussion, and you can see it's a little word bubble. The quiz is a little rocket. So if you scroll down and you see different kinds of icons, that means it's something that you need to look at and do. Let me see if there's an assignment. Oh, there we go. So here's an assignment right here. It has a little pencil over a piece of paper. So that's the other icon you might want to look out for. But let's go ahead and click on week 1 overview. So here is a nice overview page. It's telling you what you need to do, how you get started in the course. To go to the next piece of content within week 1, we just hit the next button at the bottom. And then it looks like we have a discussion. Once I'm ready to move forward, I'm done with my reply, I can just hit next and go to that next piece of content. Here's a quiz. Once I'm done, I can hit next. So that's kind of how you move through a module. So I'm going to go back into modules. So it should be organized something similar to this. And again, your course might look completely different than this one. So just send your instructor a message and be like, hey, I'd like, to uncover one of these tabs because it makes more sense, or things should be set up through modules or something like that. Definitely let them know. And then collaboration tools, let's talk about that one. That's another tab over here in the left-hand menu. Collaborations is Google Docs or Office 365. So here's a way that you could collaborate with people within your course. Maybe you have group work you need to do. You could say group 1 paper. Give it a description. All right. And then you could add people to collaborate with. So all I have to do is hover over that student, hit the plus sign, and then it adds them in there. If there are already groups within the course, I could click that Groups tab, and it's going to give me a list of the groups. Once I'm ready, I hit Start Collaborating, and then it brings up a brand new Google Doc, and we're good to go. And then Office 365 is another one that you can collaborate with if your instructor decides to turn that one on. And it works very similar. You just add the people in there, and then it creates a Word doc. So it's a pretty awesome tool. The next thing I want to talk about is the mobile app. So let me go ahead and go back to the presentation. So the mobile app, it looks like this. So if you go to your app store, you'll be able to find this icon. But what you want to do is search for Canvas Instructure. So if you just type in Canvas, you might come up with a bunch of art apps. So you want to make sure you type in Canvas Instructure. But once you're in there, you can do things like set up push notifications, so you can be notified about things going on within your course. You can view all your courses, you can reply to discussions, take quizzes, send messages, submit assignments. So pretty much everything that you can do in the course if you were on a computer, you could do on a phone or a tablet. So it is an awesome app and it's free. Make sure you download that one. The next thing I want to talk about is Zoom. So Zoom is our web conferencing tool here at the university. You probably don't know that you have an account, but you do. So if you go to ucdenver.zoom.us, you log in with your UCD Access username and password, the same way you get into Canvas. And then you can host and join web meetings. So similar to something like Skype or Google Hangouts, or WebEx or something like that, that's what Zoom is. So if you're interested in using that for group work, I would definitely recommend it. All you have to do is download the Zoom Launcher extension one time on your device. There's also an app if you decide you want to do it that way. And then there's a guide. If you go to bit.ly.com/Zoom guide, it'll bring you up a guide about how to record meetings, how to share your screen, how to set up meetings, and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you check that out. Again, ucdenver.zoom.us. And finally, the most important thing, we are here to help. We have 24/7 Canvas support. There's a 1-800 number here on the screen. You can also email support@instructure.com or click help within Canvas. So again, if you need help 2 a.m., somebody's going to be there to help. Either they can chat with you or talk to you on the phone and help you figure out whatever it is that you need to figure out within Canvas. We also have the CU Online Help Desk. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Here's our phone number, and our email address is cuonlinehelp@ucdenver.edu. But before we go, let's hop back into the course just so I can show you that help menu. Because I remember I said this is the most important thing I'll talk about today. So all the way in the left-hand corner, you'll see the Help button. If I click on that Help button, it's going to bring up a new menu. You can ask your instructor a question. You can search the Canvas guides, which I'm going to bring up right now. So if I click on that Canvas guides, you scroll down, hit that Canvas guides button, and then I'm a student, so I'll click student. There is literally a guide for every single thing in Canvas. So maybe you're not sure about how to submit an assignment. If I click on assignments, here we go. How do I submit an online assignment? It's the third one down. I can click there, and it's going to give me step-by-step with pictures how to submit an assignment within Canvas. So if you are struggling, there's literally a guide for everything, and these are updated all the time. So definitely check these out if you run into any kind of trouble. Let me hop back into that course. The next thing down, you can report a problem. Maybe there's something going on within Canvas and something's broken. You can always report a problem here. You can call the Canvas support hotline. Oops, there we go. Let me hop out of there. And then you can also chat with Canvas. Somebody will be on there within a few minutes. Or you can call CU Online, and our number is right here. So again, if you forget everything, remember the help button. And I hope you have a wonderful semester. Thank you so much for joining. Goodbye.